Mr. President, as we are all aware, much of Borno North is inundated with insecurity. Even though the type of hit and run tactics of the insurgents have not completely downgraded the situation, but they have dealt a big blow. And there's a huge humanitarian crisis waiting to unfold. Right now, as we are talking, there is no single primary school that is open in the whole of my constituency. No single secondary school operating in my constituency because of the insurgency. Much has been talking about beefing education, tourism, other projects. But when I see what has been provided for insecurity, I see a meager amount, one for 100 billion, I think, for the operations, the whole army operations that is based on Operation Lafia Dole and all other operations in the northwest and in the Niger Delta and the north central. I believe that amount is too meager. 100 billion naira translates to probably about $13 million. Where are the amount of money that will be used to purchase the equipment and the arms needed to carry out these operations? Right now, we have major projects that Mr. President is interested in, especially the recharge of the Lake Chad. I wonder how the recharge of that Lake Chad will be done without adequately taking care of the security of that area. The other big major project is the Great Green Wall. My two local governments in my senatorial zones are the ones in the frontier of the Great Green Wall. That is Mobbar local government and Abadam local government for Borno State. And it's that place, particularly those two areas along the border of Nigeria and along the riverbank of Komodugu Yobe is a no-go area at all. My village, Gashigar, sits on that river. I have not been to that village in the past 5 years. And nobody would now here tell me that can go today to that village. So, Mr. President, I would like to sincerely plead with the executive to beef up. Thank you, sir. I'd like to sincerely plead with this Senate to increase the money for the insecurity, to fight the insurgents. The other aspect is the Northeast Development Commission provision. I've been talking with the chairman of the Special Duties Committee, and nobody knows on what basis that the executive have arrived at 37 billion. 37 billion, $10 million. Like my colleague, Senator Dube, has said, so far foreign donors have contributed $560 million. And here we are, $10 million for rehabilitation and reconstruction of damaged communities spanning all the Northeast, not even in one state, not even in one senatorial zone, in the whole of the Northeast. I believe this is grossly inadequate, and I think we need to have our priorities right. And I'm sorry, if I know that there are scarce resources and everybody is looking for those scarce resources, but with insecurity, once we do not have security, I think all what we are doing it won't fly. Then another thing is, I think there are areas where we can beef up the revenue. Nobody has given us the unspent revenue from 2019. We have heard of cutting down the capital budget of 2019. That is by stunting the budget itself. Budget is supposed to last till 2020, but it's now being stunted to December 2019. So what happens to the unspent revenue of the 2019? Are we going to roll it over in addition to what we are going to realize in 2020 between January and December? These are the questions that need to be asked. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.